Hi YouTube family, jambo, hamjambo. For those who don't understand Swahili, jambo means hi. You can say jambo or you can say habari yako, how are you? So that is some Swahili right there, habari yako. How are you guys? Good morning from me. This is morning here in Arizona. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. We are about to head out, start our day. My son is already gone. My daughter is still sleeping. I'm about to get her up, hurry her, so that we can leave the house and go start our day. We thank God for a new day. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. And today I want to do this video quickly because sometimes I get that's how I get my content. I read comments and I see things that I can talk about, and which really helps me, because when you are a content creator, sometimes you run out of content. Because you do so many videos. It's not a joke. If you're not a YouTuber, you start and tell me how easy it's gonna be to get content all the time. You have things to talk about. Like you can just sit down and talk for straight 20 minutes talking about a topic. It's not easy. So kudos to all content creators out there. We try, we do a good job. It's not easy. So yeah, sometimes I read the comments and they crack me up. I laugh sometimes and I think this is hilarious or funny, and sometimes I think, oh, why did they say this? So anyway, today I want to talk about this question of, Betty, how come you are in the US where white people are? By white, I mean Caucasian. You are there in the US, and Betty, you're dating our fellow Africans after all these heartbreaks and all these character development. What is character development, by the way? I keep using that word because I hear people using it, and I honestly don't know the meaning of character development. You keep dating these Africa. Well, I don't want to say that because somebody might think, oh, Betty, she's dating from left, right, and center. No. You know, so some people they just say, Betty, if you date, next time make sure you date a white person. Yeah, not a Chinese, not an Asian, not like Mexican, a white person, Caucasian. Because some people, they still have this mentality of, when you date a white person, they are all nice, they are all cool, like they are, well, first of all, this video is not about hating anybody. It's not about hating any race or whatever. I'm just saying this will be like as a educational video, like to kind of educate some people. Because they honestly don't know, genuinely they don't know. Some people, and I don't blame somebody for saying that, because if somebody to advise me to try and date a white person doesn't mean that they are hating on our fellow black. It's just that some people, they have gone through it all in the hands of our African men, and they feel them being them, if they are in America right now, they'll be dating a white person. Like change your diet, changing from the same diet to you change to something different, and it's not bad to say that. It's honestly, I don't blame them for saying that, and it's not bad to and I would say Mzungu. We usually call white people Mzungu, and honestly speaking, dating a Mzungu doesn't mean that you are guaranteed a perfect, healthy, happy relationship. And you're not guaranteed to be good financially. First of all, we need to get, for those who don't know, we need to get out of this mentality of, if you date a white person or I'll say Mzungu. When I say Mzungu, just know I'm talking about white people, white men. If you date a Mzungu, doesn't mean that you'll be okay financially. No, it doesn't mean that. I've been here and I can tell you there are so many broke Mzungus, you wouldn't even believe it. There are so many, they are just people like us, you know. Having money, people having money, it's not about their race or their skin color. It's about how blessed they are, where they are, the level they are at, because they are very rich black people here too, you know, and they are very rich Asian people or Hispanic people. It doesn't matter who you are. It's just how blessed you are financially. That's where you're rich. So you could be dating a very broke Mzungu and you thinking because you met online, oh my goodness, nimeangukia. And a lot of our girls, they do that mistake. They just go online, they search for white people, they start chatting. They don't know whether this person is homeless. They don't know whether this person has a felony. They don't really care whether this person is on benefits only. They don't care whether this person is at a position where they can't even help them in any way, you know? And when I mean help them is even help them on immigration basis, you know, because sometimes you want to close the distance when you're dating, when you're having a distant relationship. Let's say you meet online and you're truly in love. You met not because of anything, you met because you're in love, and this person cannot come to you. Why? They can't even afford a ticket. They don't have a job. They don't work. And you're wondering why I'm Mzungu. And this person will keep giving you pressure and, you know, asking you to come. Why don't you come? Why don't you move here? Why don't you relocate here? You don't know why they're telling you that, but they keep asking you, where could you just come? And you're here asking Betty Az or on another YouTubers, how can I join my boyfriend up there? How can I join my Mzungu? My Mzungu is there, he's telling me to come. It is not that easy. You know, some people, they will just tell you, you come here, you are the easy one. But yet, they have like a bunch of felonies. You don't know who you are chatting online. You don't know who you are talking to. Just because they are white-skinned or they are Caucasian doesn't guarantee you that that person is good. You know, that person is 100% good person. We have heard of cases where people are married to like Mzungus and they end up even 6 feet under, you know, because they are human, you know, they are human. So for those people who have this mentality of when you change dating from an African person or a black person to a white person, you are going to a better relationship. For me, honestly speaking, I can say it's good to sometimes change, try something different, or try a new person, but it's not about color, it's not about race, it's not about where they come from. It's about who they are, the color of their heart. They could be white as snow, but their heart, they have a dark heart in there. They are horrible person, they are bad person, you know, that person is wicked, that person will make you will traumatize you, will abuse you. There are so many white people who are abusers, you know. Domestic violence, don't think it's only Africans or it's only like black people who can, like, let me use our own Africans, because we've had stories of people back home who have been beaten, you know, they've been in domestic violence, they've been beaten by their husbands and, you know, and been injured. Even some white people, they get arrested for that, beating their wife. Yeah, I've met people, even older people, they have talked about that. They say that my husband used to hit me. You know, very old couple, and they will talk about how their husbands used to punch them, hit them. And even now, it still happens. Domestic violence, it happens. Whether they are Africans, whether they are white, whether they are wherever. Bad people are bad people. You know, and good people are good. Personality, who you are, who the person is. You could be married to a fellow African, your person from your own home country, and be very happy. There are so many people who are in very successful marriages and very happy marriages, and they are married to their countrymen. And there are so many people who are happily married and they are married to Caucasian, Mzungus. And there are people who are there who are married. We see even couple channels. Some people are married to Asians, Koreans, and Filipinos, and so many other different people. Because why? They are dating someone who loves them and someone who is genuine and someone who is good, someone who is a nice person inside. So when you see these successful relationships, especially nowadays, there are so many YouTube channels of people who are like African girls dating white men. There are so many channels that have come up and you can see them. So I always pray to God that those men are good men, because you never know. It doesn't mean that when you're dating your country person, you're guaranteed a happy relationship. I can date my country person from my, look at me here. Who am I? Don't even go far. Use me as an example. I dated people from my country, my tribe. And look at 4 decades later, look at me. I'm still single. Why? Because of the frustrations and because it did not work out. And right now, I would wish to try something else. But I always tell myself, it's not about the color. It's not about the skin. It's about who the person is. And for me, when I say I fear men, I put them in one circle and all of them are there. Like, oh my God, I'm very cautious. When I'm starting a new relationship, it's not about who you are and your skin color. It's not about where you're from. It's about you as a man. How are you as a man? How do you treat women, you as a man? How is your heart, And sometimes you just never know. Love is a risk. When you are getting in love, you're taking a risk. Because you don't know this person, they don't know you. You met as 2 adults. Everybody has like for me at my age, I don't expect to meet someone who's never dated before. Of course, I will meet someone who has dated before, either somebody who has been separated, they have baby mama somewhere, they are divorced, they are widowed, like something. Because obviously, I don't expect to meet a 45-year-old man or 40-year-old man who has never dated. If they have never dated, I will think maybe they have a problem. And of course, I expect that because I'm now past that age of just meeting somebody afresh from, and I'm not ashamed of saying that because now that boat has sailed. From my 20s where I could expect, like when I was starting my life, I could expect to meet someone at college or at school, like fresh. But right now it's like being in a market. The market, all the good fruits have been picked and kila mtu amechagua matunda yake, tule tumeoza ndio unabakisha every time. And I tell my friend this, now at this age, if I meet you, I know you have a problem. And I have a problem. Why are we single at this point? Either one of us has a problem. But that doesn't mean that you cannot successfully meet someone and live happily ever after, even at 40s, or late 30s, or when you're in your 30s. I'll put it this way, from 30s. It doesn't mean that you cannot meet a good person, somebody who has ever divorced, because somebody maybe was in a relationship that was toxic and they decided to divorce and that's why they ended up single. That doesn't mean that person is bad. Maybe they had a partner they could not get along. You never know, because love happens, divorces happen, separations happens, and you just never know. It's 2 people who did not get along with each other. That's why they separated. That's why. So when you meet a person, just know that this person have a history. Don't dig too much about their past and their history and whoever they ever dated and their past and their failed relationships. You want to know how many women have you dated so far before coming to me. You're asking too many questions like you are the innocent one who never dated anybody. Well, let me not go there. Let me stick to the topic of this thing of dating a white person, a Caucasian. So first of all, here, my experience here in the US, I believe a lot of white people, even if they like you, they cannot come to you. They don't just approach you and come to you and wanaanza kukatia and, you know, they start asking you out just like that. A black person, like an African American or an African person, if they like you, they'll come to you straight up and they'll say, hey, what's up? What's your name? What's your number? You know, even an African American, they'll come straight to you. If an African American like you, they will not even shy. They will not even beat around the bush. They will come. But I feel like Mzungus here, they honestly don't. They even if they like you, they can't just come and ask your number. I've never seen that. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think they are. I don't know. I think they are weird, most of them. Even if maybe you meet at a club or maybe you meet online, but just meeting someone on the street like that, not a lot. Sometimes it happens. I met friends who are married to Mzungus and they say they met, maybe they met at work or they met at, you know, gas station, like just maybe at a store. You never know. But I feel like a lot of Mzungu people, they don't just approach you like that. And I always feel like most of them, they prefer to date their own Caucasian, which is not bad. And a lot of Africans, like African Americans, they prefer to date their own African American. Everybody has their own preference. Like for me, if I'm not dating a Caucasian, maybe they're not what I would want to. Because for me, I'm not saying I cannot date a Mzungu. All I'm saying is, for me, I always feel like if I date someone who is not African like me, I have I have a huge task of like explaining myself, going through all these like different tradition. For me, I'm very traditional and I'm so used to my cultural stuff and I'm so traditional. So I always imagine myself now starting to all this, everything is just like explaining myself. And I find it like, it can be a challenge, but if you love someone and if they love you, why not? You know, you can, for me, I'm open. Like I'm always open to like, I'm very open-minded. It's not about the color. It's about who you are. It's about your personality. It's about how are you going to respect me? How am I going to respect you? How are you going to respect my children? How are you going to take my kids? Now, for me, I have kids. I have to be very careful also about my children because I don't just want to date someone for the heck of dating and for the heck of just being in a relationship. I want to date someone who will make my kids feel loved, appreciated. And by the way, it's not because I have black kids that means they cannot have a white stepdad. No, they can. If, like, let's say, for example, if I'm dating a Caucasian, a Mzungu, and they're a really good person and they will treat my kids with love and respect, my kids will take them as their stepdad and they will love them even more than anything, you know, because it's about how you treat the children. It's not, you know, different skin color doesn't matter. It's about who you are and how you will treat my kids. If I'm dating a Mzungu right now and they love my kids and they treat them nice, my kids will look up to them. They will even call them dad. Why? Because that person have proved to be a dad to them. Yeah. And we've seen even these couples, these Wazungu couples, they adopt black kids. It's not about, and I see them, especially on TikTok, and I see a lot of people, they bash them, they talk bad to them, like they say, oh, you guys are just showing off, you're whites adopting Africans, you're just showing off for the show. No, some people, they don't look at the color. They want to adopt a child, they don't care what color it is. I've seen some black people adopting white kids. It's not about the color, it's about you want a child. Let's get over this color thing. I know as much as I say it here, it cannot just happen. But a lot of people, they just have different mentalities. Others will think when you date a white person, you'll be lucky, you have a lot of money. By the way, that is a very bad thing to say, because even you see these tourists coming to Africa, spending money. It's not that they have a lot of money. Some people, even these white Wazungus, they have worked overtime. They are using their credit cards. Don't think because you've seen a white person in Africa, you're thinking they have money. Maybe you have more money in Africa than they do. They are very, very people. They are very poor people who are Mzungus, So our girls in Africa, if you're watching this video and you had that mentality like all white people are rich. No, they are not rich. Huh? They are not. Not all of them. It's just like us, Africa. It's people, it's like us. Some of us Africans, we have money, we are middle class, we are poor. Some of the people are they come from a very humble background, or they have, the way they live. I just don't want to call people poor, but it's the same thing here. Some people are up there, middle, and then humble like that. So also with those online dating, be very careful. Just know, as I said earlier, just know not every white person can help you, even immigration wise, because sometimes if you date someone who has felony, even if you're married to them, you cannot have papers. They cannot help you with papers, And I'm not saying, this is not saying that people are marrying for papers. I'm just saying, if it's your real husband and you get married to them, and of course you want to join them and become a US citizen or whichever country citizen, and they have they have a bunch of felonies, how are they going to help you? They're going to make your life very complicated and very hard. So you need to learn about somebody's background. Not just wake up and see, oh, my goodness, this white person has... And let me tell you, there are so many African scammers. They take all these pictures of white celebrities and they pose as white celebrities on profiles online, and then lie to you that they are these wealthy, cutest white men out there. Because they know, why do those scammers do that? Because they know that a lot of girls, they have that mentality of, especially young girls in Africa, they have that bad mentality of a cute white man. They have money, they will change their lives. Oh my God, So these scammers from, black people, they will use these white celebrity pictures because they know, the victims, they'll easily fall into this trap. Why? Because they are posing as... So every time you're dating someone and they call them white American or white whatever, make sure you do video call them. Make sure they video call you every time and know them even on video. Not just, by the way, not just the white people, even Africa. If you're dating online and you're dating to get to know that person, do video calls. It's very important. Very, very important. Know who you are talking to. Talk a lot. Talk on videos. If you're trying to talk to someone on video and they're not responding, or they don't want to show their face and they keep giving excuse, just know they're fake. They are not real. And if you come to the US and you want to date a Mzungu, they are there. There are so many Wazungus out here, but I feel like you have to put a lot of effort to date this. I believe you have to put a lot of effort to date a Mzungu person. Why am I saying that? Is because, as I said earlier, they are not like our fellow African. How I feel personally, I feel like white people, they're not like our African men. If someone like you, they're not wasting their time. They will ask even for your number. They'll find a way. They'll make sure before they leave. They'll make sure before they leave. Even African American men, by the way. And honestly, to my opinion, talking about hopeless romantic, if you ask me, in my opinion, I feel like Africa, if I try to weigh between an African American, an African American, and a white person, I always feel like an African American, if they are good, like a good, genuine person, for me, I would enjoy that relationship. I feel like they are more romantic, if you ask me. Not all. A lot of them are messed up. Not all. But I feel like weighing between our African American, and the ones that are the African American, for me, this is my opinion. The African American, the one that are open-minded, and the one that have traveled, and the one they are I don't want to use this word, but let me just use it. The ones that are educated. By educated, I don't mean going to school to whatever. The one being educated is being very open-minded, because a lot of African Americans, by the way, they are not, to my opinion, a lot of them, they just believe in what they believe in, and they know what they know, and they don't want to know anything else. They just think of what they think, and they love our African, yes, but they want to change you to be something else, and they can be a bully, most of them, and they can try to change you to make you be something else, and they can, yeah. But the good ones, the ones, and that's why I said educated, meaning they know so much about the outside world. The ones that know much about art, and the good, loving ones, the good heart and humble, oh, they can be very nice and romantic. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why. Because I have a friend who is married to an African American, and honestly, he's very, very good and very loving. And then I had one who was dating an African American. Oh, and that guy wanted that girl to change to, I don't know to what. Kim Kardashian, I don't know. And that guy used to be very abusive and talking down on her. Oh, you Africans, looking down on Africans. A lot of African Americans, they really look down on Africans, and they think, oh, they treat you different. Even some white people, they will treat you better than African Americans. So don't think just because someone is African American, they are not all of them. Not all of them are good, not all of them are bad. Not all white people are good, not all of them are bad. Not all Africans are good, not all of them are bad. We are all human. At the end of the day, we are all human. So this question of asking me, why am I not dating a white person? First of all, where is that white person? If you bring him to me, I'll date him today, not even tomorrow. So it's not about how I'm not dating a white person. It's just because, first of all, I haven't met that white person. I have met so many, but I haven't met someone who I can date. And even if I date them, are they good? Are they gonna be good to me? Are they gonna be genuine? Are they gonna be a good person? And those are the for me. I think if I'm dating, it's not about who I'm dating. It's about, the color of the skin or whatever. It's about who you are. Who you are. I can date a nation. Don't be surprised. The day I'll come and introduce my bae here, you guys will be like, whoa, we didn't expect that from you, Betty. Because I'm very open-minded. I'm not a kind of person who really looks down on people because of the color of their skin or where they're from or whatever. It's good to learn person as an individual, get to know who they are, get to know, this person, even if you're calling yourself a Mzungu, Shapana, I don't think we can work on the same. And guys, let me tell you, don't ever stay in a relationship just because you want to be seen by the whole world. Or, being a YouTuber, let's say you're starting a couple channel and you're starting with a white person and you stay in that abusive relationship just because you want to prove to your fans or your friends out there that you are married to a Mzungu. Don't stay in those kind of abusive relationships just because you want everybody to see you are married to a Mzungu and you're in a very unhappy relationships. I've seen that. Some girls are in very unhappy marriages with white people. I don't understand why. Honestly, they really make them change to who they are not are. You see somebody changing, not because they want to, but because this person is making them change to something else. Because as I said, not all white people are good. Some, and honestly, it's not like I don't know. Some people, they are married to white people and they are very unhappy. Very unhappy. Not all, don't get me wrong, not all, but some, very unhappy. And you can't even bring a visitor. You can't even, your fellow Africans cannot come and visit. You can't cook your ugali. You cannot cook your African food in that house because this person will tell you off. And this person, you're scared of the person. You know you have to get used to sandwiches. And that is not what you want to eat. You have to get used to their food because, somebody told me that they dated an African American. They told them never to cook African food around them. And it's an African American. So, and guys, some people, they can just put up just for the show. Put up with a lot of nonsense just for the show. Put up with bad relationship just for the show. No, don't live like that. My sister, my brother. You can be married to a fellow African and be very happy. You can be miserable and you can be very happy. So and you can be married to all I want to say to make this video short, it's not about the color of the skin. It's not about where they're from. It's about who they are. And the people who think that perfect relationships can only come from Mzungus, no. Not all Mzungus are good. Not all Mzungus are rich. Not all Mzungus are generous and genuine. Some Mzungus are very stingy, they are just like people like us. They are just people. Human being is a human being. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter the skin. It's a human being. It's a human being at the end of the day. The only difference is we have different cultures. If you love each other, if you appreciate each other, if you take time to learn each other, then you can live well. You can have a successful relationship with that person. So, yeah, that's the whole reason why I haven't dated a white person. I'm not dating a white person. For me, I said, not because I don't want to, it's because I haven't met them. Just the same way I haven't met a Kenyan or a Ugandan or a Tanzanian or a Nigerian. Oh, by the way, another thing is not just a Mzungu. Some people say, but if you want to be happy, date a West African. Date a Not all West Africans are good, my sister, my brother. My brother. Yeah, because some of our girls, they believe if you want to date a good man, date a Nigerian man. A Niger man. My fellow Nigerians. Or date a Ghanaian. Oh, for Ghanaian, I would say, for Ghanaian, I think Ghanaian men are very good. I'm not sure about Nigerians. Nigerians, they can spoil you and pamper you, but I feel like a Nigerian will still always look for their fellow Nigerian women. But Ghanaian men are very nice. I feel that. I don't know. I've met a few Ghanaian people, and they're very, I don't know. I think Ghanaian, are they different from Nigerians? Because I feel like but let me tell you guys, if you date a good Nigerians with money, hey, your life will be good. For me, before you ask me about dating a white Mzungu, ask me, why am I not dating a Nigerian? Because people talk about how good Nigerians are. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Some people talk about dating a Haitian, Haiti, guys from Haiti. Me, if you ask me about a Haitian, I know most of the Haitians are just like our Kenyan men. A lot of our Kenyan men, they like cheating a lot. And I'm not going to lie to you. For me, if I date, God help me. If I date again, God help me not to meet a Kenyan. I don't want to. I'm just kidding. A lot of Kenyans, they have normalized cheating. A lot of people from Kenya, men, they think cheating is okay. Not all, but a lot of Kenyan men, they think cheating is okay. And especially when you're in marriage, or you have to have a girlfriend somewhere. I don't know about Nigerians and Ghanaians and Ugandans and other African countries, Malawians, Zimbabweans, South Africans. I don't know, but a lot of Kenyan men they believe in cheating. They cheat a lot, and to them cheating is okay. And I'm not here to damage Kenyan. Not all. Not all. Remember, all this topic is not all based on all. It's some. A number, a group, a percentage. So, Haitian men, most of the Haiti men I have seen and I've heard of, they can cheat on you. Oh my God. So don't tell me about Haitians. I don't know about Jamaicans. I hear Jamaican men are very good. I don't know. Yes, but guys, remember, as I conclude, it's not about where the person is from, it's about their heart. They could be Kenyan, they could be Kikuyu, they could be... It's just the same way in my country we say, if you want to be loved and respected and be spoiled, marry a man from Western Kenya, a Luo. Huh? And a lot of Luos, they love Kikuyu women. I don't know why. I mean, it's not about the tribe. It's not about the cult. It's about who the person is. How many marriages I've seen of people from the same country and they're happy? A lot. How many marriages I've seen from people who are married to Mzungus and they're happy? A lot. I mean, so it's not about where they're from. It's about who they are. Okay, so I wish us all the best who are on this dating world, trying to, oh my goodness, guys. My friend told me the other day, say, Betty, right now, if we meet someone, we have to first of all know that this person has a problem. Before you even go on a first date, just put it in your head they have a problem. It's your job to find out what is that problem. So usikimbilie, don't rush. Do not rush into anything. First of all, know why they are single at this point. And I told her, remember, even this person, when they are meeting me, they will think the same. Why are you single at 40 with 2 children? You have a problem as well. But for those 2 problems to pick each other and work on it, it can end up into a happy something. So you cannot dismiss someone because of their past. You just have to know them, they know you. Just know that both of you are dating at these older ages and then work on something together. Love, respect. Love and respect each other. And then being on the same page. Yeah, it's like, you see how I put my fingers? If you get bigger fingers, they cannot fit in your fingers, it's not going to work. You just have to walk your way in and just make it work. Regardless, it doesn't matter where you're from or who they are, the color of their skin. It's about love and respect. By respecting, no bullying, no making someone change to who they're not, no nothing. It's about working on what makes your partner happy, what makes them happy, what makes them, it's about respecting each other and respecting each other's cultures and respecting. Don't go, like a lot of us Kenyans, we expect everybody to love our food, which is weird. Yeah. I'm a Kenyan, but as Kenyans, we have that behavior. We expect everybody to love our food. Just because we love chapati does not mean everybody will love chapati and ugali. You see these couple channels, a lot of them, they just want to feed their men our food by fire, by force. Why? Because we believe our food is the best. It's not, that is where we go wrong. We just think we can push our culture to people like that. Not all Kenyans, but some do. I don't know about your country, people. But for me as a Kenyan, like when I date a Kenyan, I will expect them to do things the Kenyan way. Like, eat Kenyan food, Tomorrow, I'm making you ugali and fish, you know? No, it's about taking your time to even have your partner adjust. Pole, pole, slowly. If it's food, introduce them slowly by slowly. Don't push them. If they say they don't like it, it's okay, maybe sometime. As long as they ask you not to make, you know, if you love your partner, whatever food they make, even if they cook monkey in the house, let them cook their monkey. You made them, you love them. It's not about what they eat. It's about, you know, so don't tell your partner, don't cook this food in the house. It smells horrible, and start opening the, oh my God, but some food can smell bad, huh? But just have to put up with it because that is what your partner eats. You can talk to them nicely and say, honey, by the way, just something nice, but don't tell them not to eat their food. Or because the minute you date from outside your culture or outside your country, whatever, that means you're opening up a door to so many things that you will be new to you. Yeah, so thank you guys. Let me go wake Kamamu up. I'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned. God bless you. And all the single people, I wish you guys all the best. I wish us all the best. May our men locate us, even if they are white or black or whatever color or Hispanic. May they locate us. May they find us in Jesus' name. By the way, for me, when I talk that, some people might think, Betty, oh, blah, 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 blah. Why are you saying that? You're desperate. No, don't misunderstand my videos. When I say that, you know me, I like to talk. Me, I like to joke. Huh? So don't misunderstand these videos with desperation. No, I'm not desperate. Take care, guys. I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Just know that I really appreciate each one of you for taking your time to watch this video. Take care. Bye.